Yo, if anyone saw what fucking Eileen did at the end of this chapter, you should be terrified. What the hell has the Scarlet Angel got in plan for everyone in this series? So I'd like to give special shout-outs to, of course, the color page that we had. Like, come on, like, how many times do we get Natsu with a fucking nice hat, big old suit like that? He might as well have just been puffing a cigar just there with happy to just go, yo, life's good right now. Like, I've got to say, that is the definition of styling and fucking profiling. So the chapter starts off, we get to see the start of the Gajeel versus Bradman fight, and Gajeel just didn't give a shit. He was already trying to pierce him like through the chest, trying to get this all done. The interesting thing about Bradman is that he's made of like Ethereum itself. Like, he's actually made of magic particles. Now, the people are thinking about, like, where have we heard that before exactly? Like, we heard that from like Keys when we went against him, so I was very interested about that. It's like, you know, like, he has like magic barrier particles like around his body, and I was really interested about that. It's like, so that's an interesting thing where he wakes around his body. It's like, so how is Gajeel gonna work around this? Is he gonna actually absorb the like actual particles into his body himself? That's where a lot of people, like, I'm guessing this is where I'm like saying this, like people saying like, oh, he might go Dragon Force in this chapter. Well, if anything that's gonna make him go into like Dragon Force is that if he absorbs like the particles itself, and he's just saying what has, like, I love how like he's trying to be all poetic, like when we got with Bradman, it's like, what thou hast just touched is death itself, a death which thou canst not possibly oppose. Like, what, mate? Just speak normal. It's like, thou is now about to get his arse handed by my royal self. Like, come on, Bradman, you know, it's speaking a little bit, you know, good old English. I mean, fucking hell, I'm British here. You don't hear me going, hello, you beautiful bastards. Oh, get a crumpet. Like, I'm not going to sound like that. It's like, you know, I mean, I've got a British blood inside of me. I'm 100% British, but come on, like, I ain't gonna be getting no Shakespeare out on you guys. Like, you know, guys know better than that. And I just love that Gajeel just immediately fucking headbutts the bastard. He's just like, you know what? He's just like, that's so, eh? Like, I guess we're both like, ooh. It's just like, yo, grit your teeth, because he's like, I'm looking for a good plot of land to call my final resting spot right here and then. And I think, like, you can especially see like Levy there as well, which by a real shocker that is like Levy's getting involved in this fight, and I was like, good fucking shit, I want to see this, like having multiple people going against Spriggans. That's what I want to see. Like, Gajeel, like, I thought Levy was just going to be on the side. I honestly thought she was just going to dealing with goons, but that was a nice thing to her have that, like, and having a nice moment saying, what did you mean by like your final resting spot? And it's like, Gajeel was just like, I was trying to act cool. It's just like him like scratching. He's like, I was trying to act cool, and it's like, no, I don't want you to die. And it's like, yo, you Levy and Gajeel, like, pairings, like, you know exactly what you want to go right there. And then we cut back to Eileen. Finally, she's like, I want you, Julia, I want Hyun, I want you guys, go out there. And it's like, regardless of fucking what and all that, as they said and all that, like, you may be under my control, you may be under, like, the, I serve you, but regardless of what, Bradman and, like, Saki, like, those guys, they need help right now. And saying that we've got, alright, we've already got the first, you know, appearances and all that with Pegasus and the, like, what we got with Sabretooth. They were the first guests. The second was the Fairy Tale people. The third guest was about to make their appearance. And the fourth, that is what we got. So we get to see the third guest is Arashion Sace has arrived in their giant massive tower thing that's walking on legs, and it's like, we've got all of them there, and I've got to say, seeing Angel there, I'm like, really? You're still wearing this skimpy outfit? It's like, and it's just even her saying like, oh, like, I heard this was a snowing mountain, and it's like, really? Like, what? Like, even Race is there, like, why are you in that slutty skimpy outfit then and there? And just seeing Cobra in the back, I felt bad, because I think Cobra's really cool, and he's just there like, I'm gonna fucking help, please, just get me out of, like, he's ready to go. It's like every Dragon Slayer gets affected this shit. I feel so bad throughout this. So from what it's sounding, because like we get to see like Yukino and like also as well Minerva are there, it's like, you know, going at it. So am I thinking that, you know, throughout this fight, like from what Juliet and Hyun are like going, like is it perhaps that Minerva and like from what we got Yukino are going to face off against them? It looks honestly like now that Mira Jane isn't even going to have a fight in the series. With Eileen especially, because it seems like what Eileen's got a plan into, it sounds like she's not even going to bother with fighting anyone, apart from one special guest. No, maybe her and Lusana might actually fight Hyun and Juliet, or like maybe it might be Minerva and like what we got Yukino might fight him. So we'll have to honestly wait and see. But I don't know, like Mira Jane versus like just one of the lackeys of one of the Spriggans. I don't know. What we saw of Natsu and his gang though, they are honestly literal, like the best description I can give as a fairy tale fan is they were fucking around. They were absolutely, it's like, yeah, my head is big, woo. It's like, mate, you're not like fucking like some Duke Nukem shit like that, oh I got big head mode coming into this shit. Like, just, like surely people I remember went back in the PS1 days, that was a fucking glorified cheat that you could get, having a big head mode. You could do that in fucking Spyro the Dragon and shit like that. It was like, what the fuck? Like, and he's there ticking around, it's like, yeah, I got a big head. It's like, shouldn't you be like, wouldn't like your body not have enough blood and oxygen? I mean, it's fucking magic at the end of the day. But what, like, fucking, like, out of all of that, what Brandish did to Lucy, it's like, oh, I'm just immediately gonna make your boobs even big. I'm like, Lucy, your chest is already beautiful and bouncy as enough as it is. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone, like, knows just, like, their noses just start bleeding right now, like, seeing that. It's just like, her carrying them, I'm like, oh my god, she's getting her Tommy J cup a run through her money, oh dear god. Like that, it's like, yo, like, you don't need your boobs bigger enough than they like, they were ripping, oh, dude. But we definitely know, like, when they met August, and you saw Brandish flying down, and it's like, there's no mistaking that magical, it's like, we knew he was fucking strong. We knew August was strong, but to be this strong, it's like, Jesus Christ. So, already we're moving things very quickly ahead with going with August, the king of all magic, and it's like I like Natsu, even though he knows that they're coming out and saying, yeah, we're supposed to sort this out, we're supposed to be like peaceful negotiations and stuff, and just hearing that is like, yeah, oh, Natsu's still fucking fired up, he wants to do it. Now, the biggest question though is the ending of the chapter, which is everything to do with Eileen, saying that the preparations for the fourth guest, and it's like her describing the Majesty's little war game will have to be put to an end as well. Not even that it matters that we'll have to continue our battle normally. Our side would have like won it like anyway. So when they mentioned that the fucking fourth guest was Acnologia, I was like, yeah, Acnologia is already now about to get involved in this fucking war. And just when he said, like, upon this land in which the White Angel reigns supreme, a black dragon descends now. That is the mouth of the Black Angel being manifested. But the one that will be laughing is I, the Scarlet Angel. And just hearing that, saying, you know, as I recall, society decided to keep calling me like the Scarlet Despair, hadn't they? Couldn't they think of something cute? And it's like, you hear her building up the fucking Earth's energy, and I'm like, what the fuck is she, like, what is she planning to fucking do? Because at this point, it's like, you steal Jalal, like, after everything and all that, like, you know, Jalal and everyone, they're all going around the battlefields, and I feel like this might affect the entire Fiori where it is going right now, since we got all of them out. But on the western, like, when you hear Zero feeling the earth, is like, what the hell? There's a quality of magic like flowing throughout the land, and it's changing. Like, what on earth is Eileen doing? Is she gonna blow up the fucking like a part of the country? I think we might find out next chapter or one after, because the one being called the Third Seal and having a 25 page special with, like, you know, some colors and everything. I'm really excited to see what exactly is going to be going with there. But like, even that, like, Zeref is a little bit worried. It's like, yeah, and she can definitely tell that Eileen, she's got her own agenda. She's just like, it sounds like she wants to take down Acnologia herself. Like, she thinks that she's got like this gore to take on Acnologia. So I'm really got some goddamn excitement for what exactly Acnologia is doing. I'm like, oh, I'm so fucking excited right now. I can't wait. I cannot wait. See, this is why this is good setup. I really am excited to see. Like, it's like, for when I was reading it, I was like, is Eileen fucking evil? Like, it's like she like already turning on fucking like Zeref, and like she's got her own side, her own agenda. Like there's another side to this war. That'd be really cool to see. Like, that's what their plan is. But it's like, it doesn't seem like that. It just seems like she wants to have her own fucking agenda aside to this. So I'm really curious exactly what exactly Eileen's goal is throughout all of this. Overall, I was really impressed with this chapter. I'm goddamn excited. Like, Gargiel and Letty, that moment was really sweet. And Gargiel going against Brandman, although his kind of magic with the magic barrier, like particles and all, reminds me a lot about Ki, so I'm really curious, like, you know, like how he's going to deal with that, and wondering if he actually absorbed the magic particles and all that. Is that going to be something that's related to, like, maybe a Dragon Force transformation? Could that be something like that triggered her? Because if you remember, like, what happened with, like, Wendy, that she had a Therion going throughout, like, a stomach, which was a strong amount of, like, air going through there that had, like, a massive amount of Therion going through it. So maybe this could be the case, like, oh, if I absorb, like, these particles that it's got in there, can actually trigger into a Dragon Force mode of some kind. I mean, Hera's already given Wendy a transformation, and I think there'll be, like, time that, you know, maybe, like, out of all of them, Gargiel, like, out of the true Dragon Slayers, like, he should actually have this, since he is a first-generation Dragon Slayer. Since we've already seen him go into, like, a Shadow, like, Dragon mode, like, already, when he, like, absorbed stuff from Gargiel, when he went against Rogue, so it wouldn't be surprised that he would, like, try and do something like that. Maybe that'd be his own way to Bradman, but I do, like, appreciate the most that it's taking more than one person to take down. Like, Bradman, I really do like that actually Levy's actually, like, helping in this fight and getting everyone secure, because I'm very interested to see a little bit more Bradman, although I've got to say, you know, using the whole vows that's thine, I'm going to beat thy fucking head, like, you know, enough of the Shakespeare stuff, alright? Overall, I would give this chapter full on, like, honestly, an 8.5 to fucking 9, because I'm really goddamn excited what on earth is Lean got planned for this. So great setup, really cannot wait for the next chapter of Fairy Tail. So let me guys know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this? Honestly, just seeing that stuff with what we saw with Eileen right there is like, Eileen bringing in some fucking scary shit, and I'm really wondering if she, like, I think she might blow up, like, a part of the fucking country just to even try and take down Acnologia, and I think Acnologia is not going to have any of that, and to see if, like, she can actually do damage. I think at the least we all know, like, I don't think Eileen's going to be taking down Acnologia, but if she can do some damage to this monster, that will be very interesting on the least. That's all from me, so thank you much for watching. As always, you love Fairy Tail as much as I do, you know where to hit that like, you know where to hit that subscribe, but that's all from me, so I'll see you guys next time.